Hello, and welcome to Bucket Time here at Zion Lutheran Church in Chelsea, Michigan. My name is Lay Minister Dale Eckhart, and I'm here with the Bears of Zion to bring you some children's time. This week has been the Chelsea Community Fair, and some of the kids watching these videos may have animals that they brought to the fair, or just gone to the fair and ridden the rides and seen the sights. It's a lot of fun, or watch the demolition derbies. There's all sorts of things to do. And so in the bucket here, we have something which is a tape measure. You can use it to measure how long things are. And it was a gift from some friends as they got married some years ago. But I imagine that they would use something like this at the fair to say, well, how tall is your sheep? How long is the goat or the pig or something like that? They might even use it to measure children. Are you big enough to ride this ride? Have any of you ever had that happen to you where you go up to a ride and they have the height measurement and you're not quite tall enough? Or maybe you're very happy because you are tall enough. You can stand tall enough, you're big enough, you've grown big enough to be able to ride some of the rides that you want to ride. This measurement, this measuring tape reminds me a little bit of God, but not in the way that you think. Because when Jesus measures us, Jesus says, right, you're 4 feet tall, or you're 3 feet tall, 3.5 feet tall. That's not what Jesus is measuring. And Jesus doesn't say, well, you're not tall enough, or you're not old enough, or you're not strong enough to be one of my disciples. No, Jesus doesn't say that at all. Jesus says, welcome. Jesus says, I love you no matter what height you are. No matter how big your hands are, or how big your feet are, or what color your hair is. Jesus says, welcome. I love you and I want you to be part of my community, part of my family. And there's not a minimum measurement. You don't have to be a certain amount of tall. In fact, in our tradition, we baptize little babies who might be only 1 month old, who aren't very tall at all. But Jesus says, you're mine. I love you. I want you to be with me. So let's remember that. If you're measuring or you think that maybe you're not quite tall enough or long enough or you haven't thrown the ball far enough, you're good enough. Jesus says, welcome. Amen. All right, let's have a little prayer. This alligator actually came from the Chelsea Community Fair some years ago. Dear God, thank you for the children watching these videos. Thank you for the grown-ups who take care of them. Thank you for the families that you put us into. And help us remember that we always measure up with you. You always tell us welcome. You always tell us that you love us. Amen. All right, let's bring in our pause. 1, 2, 3, go Jesus!